France has always been regarded as the design capital of the world. From fashion designers like Pierre Balmain to modern-day singers like Stromae, the country continues to produce and thrive in the field of design. Charlotte Perriand, French industrial and environmental designer, has been revolutionary in her work, yet wasn't always given the proper recognition she deserved. In a contemporary design setting, her work can be seen in many young modernist designers such as Alexis Moran. This documentary focuses on how Perriand contributed to a new wave of modernist designers during her career and how her style is still visible today in emerging modernist designers. Born October 24, 1903 in France, Perriand was raised under a roof of designers. Her father being a tailor and mother a seamstress, she was influenced by design from a young age. Perriand received her design education at l'École de l'Union Centrale des Arts Décoratifs from 1920 to 1925. Following on, her first big break would occur in 1927, when she submitted her interior design, Bar sur le Toit, at the exhibition Salle d'Automne. During the primary stages of her career, Perriand found inspiration in machine-age aesthetic and motor vehicles which were emerging at the time. Following Nazi occupation of France, Perriand fled to the Asian continent, where she began to adopt more natural and comfort materials such as wood. Ultimately, this new approach of designing would become Perriand's signature style. She believed that design should be adapted for the real world and the needs of the person who was living in that space, eliminating all things considered unnecessary and concentrating on flow of light and air. She states, "What is the crucial element of domestic equipment? We can answer that immediately, with storage. Without well-planned storage, it is impossible to find space in one's home." Although Perriand was such an influential modernist designer, during the early to mid-20th century, the role of the woman was still very sexist, with women designers not taken seriously. As a female, Perriand dealt with many degrading interactions due to her sex. On one occasion, when first applying to Le Corbusier's studio, Perriand recalls him stating, "We don't embroider cushions." However, after seeing her work, he quickly realised her talent, allowing for her to join. With the creation of some of her co-designs with Le Corbusier, due to his towering reputation, he was generally given sole credit for the concept and designs of the chairs. Perriand's modernist work drew many similarities to that of the Bauhaus movement. In her industrial designs, she employs primary colours in black and white, which reflected modernist principles of the time. In her interior design, pre-Asia, she incorporates both metal and glass together. Post-Asia, Perriand became more minimal in her designs. Other designers were immersed in the Art Deco movement, which was highly decorative, yet Perriand embraced simplicity. She creates calming environments with focus on flow of the room and the client's need for space. Perriand's work focuses heavily on the design elements of shape, colour, and line. For example, let's look at the iconic industrial design, the Nuage bookcase, created in the 1950s. The use of geometric shapes stacked on top of one another, combined with primary colours and black and white, reinforces the style of a modernist designer. The different shapes were eye-catching and engaging to a modernist audience, whilst reflecting her philosophy of creating storage for the consumer. Modernism grew in the post-war decades. In Paul Greenhouse's novel, Modernism in Design, he reflects upon this, stating, "Modernists believed in the idea of the aesthetic advance rather than simple of aesthetic change." Post-World War II, Europe was left in disarray, with major restoration operations underway. Perriand's simplistic philosophy, which had less emphasis put on decoration and more on sturdiness and efficiency, suited this climate for design. In her architecture, Perriand combined her inspirations from the Japanese style and industrial machine age together to create sturdy yet sleek designs. The design concept titled La Maison au bord de l'eau, or the house at the edge of the water, combined this new aesthetic together. It features wide open spaces, allowing in natural light, which is a calming effect when combined with the wooden structure. Perriand included a visible steel structure, which wraps around the exterior of her house, creating strong foundations. It was also placed on wooden blocks so that it would be safe from water damage, creating the longer durability. In her article, Wood or Metal, posted in the Studio Journal 1929, Perriand states, "Metal plays the same part in furniture as cement has done in architecture." For example, the LC4 Chaise Longue 1928, which Perriand created under Le Corbusier studio, reinforced this way of designing. The lounge chair is made entirely of steel. It's manufactured in two parts with a sturdy base structure and a lounge which sits on top. The lounge has a curved steel frame which allows for the consumer to alter the angle that they recline on, and being constructed in two parts allows for it to be more durable than just one structure. Into a contemporary setting, Alexis Moran is a Californian furniture designer. She studied industrial design at Georgia Tech University and further graduated with honours from the Wooden Furniture program at the Californian College of Arts. In 2010, she founded Alexis Moran Furniture Design, or AMFD, and shortly after its launch, it was awarded a breakout project as the furniture designer for Google's real estate and workplace group. With attention circling around Moran's business, it led to designing full interiors for restaurants, entire residentials, along with numerous other projects. Moran's furniture designs are sleek and modern. She employs wood as her main material, utilising a variety from pine to oak. Moran focuses more on table and shelving, exploring how decorative features can be combined to aid the design's overall efficiency. For example, in her bookcase, Moran utilises shape and line to create a staggered line effect. The design is both eye-catching as it is efficient, allowing for multiple storage space for the consumer. Both Perriand and Moran prefer a more minimalistic design, which focuses on efficiency. They both lean towards more durable materials such as wood, metal, and steel to create long-lasting and stylish products. However, Moran employs the design principle of pattern more than Perriand. Although both designers have the same philosophy of creating designs that suit the need of the space they are designed for, Moran has a focus on creating designs that are both efficient and decorative, for example, using line in both a vertical and diagonal way within the bookcase design. Charlotte Perriand is one of the most renowned female designers of the 20th century. Her designs today are just as popular as they were 20 years ago. In fact, a notable celebration of her work and aesthetic can still be manifested. French fashion house Louis Vuitton has used Perriand's work as inspiration, seen in their Icon collection in the spring of 2014. Into the 21st century, her designs have inspired a younger generation of female designers like Alexis Moran. These women push the boundary on gender to showcase a new interpretation of modernism in design.